Hello, collective, divine feminine collective at that. It's ladies' night in my house. I just figured in the spirit of Paris Fashion Week, and gosh, there's so many things going on. Taylor Swift's release of her new album. I figured it would be a wonderful time to kick off divine feminine readings. I don't think I did that on my last channel, so welcome to New World Angel. But yeah, there's so much going on. I don't know, I just felt this morning just like a empowering sort of feeling, and I was like, you know what? I'm taking myself out. I'm gonna work out today. I have myself a little glass of wine here. We're gonna be classy about it, okay? So let's not get hammered, but I encourage you to get yourself a glass of wine. Sit down. Let's do a little reading. This is gonna be a long one too. And it is gonna be extended. I hope you join me for the extended. I just have a feeling we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of it. What else is going on divine feminine wise? I know some of you don't like my long intros, but this one deserves a long intro. We just got into October. It's the first Sunday of October. If you're listening to this at any other time other than October, then that's fine as well. My readings are always timeless. But it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I just got a feeling that, when it comes to being a divine feminine, we can be everything that we want to be all at the same time. It reminds me of, because of Paris Fashion Week, which, by the way, did you guys hear about the UK hosting their own Met Gala? It's about fucking time. Where has that been this entire time? So I'm excited about that. But in light of Paris Fashion Week, and being a divine feminine, what comes to mind are like Death Becomes Her vibes. Have you guys noticed, if you guys ever watched Death Becomes Her, by the way, the original, because I know they're coming out with a new one. But the there is like this mystical, fantastical, fabulous woman who's like all bejeweled, like she's only adorned in like jewels, and like they go to her for this magical potion. So Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn, right? They go to her separately for this magical elixir that like keeps them fresh and vibrant, and like, they're never gonna die, and they'll just like basically age backwards. And so when they go to her, she's all adorned in these bejewels, and she like gently takes one off and like, hands them this magical potion. But anyway, have you guys noticed that like Charlize Theron and what's her name, Wednesday, Jenna Ortega, they've been rocking like this bejeweled getup with like blazers on top? I don't know, I'm just getting the feeling of like empowerment in different sort of ways, where it's like you can be masculine and feminine at the same time, like bringing those two worlds together. It reminds me of Tracy, I hope I get her name right, Tracy Ellis Ross, comedian, yet she's also a fashion icon. Kristen Wiig is another one that comes to mind. So anyway, I'm just getting all of the, Kristen from Top Chef, love her, she's freaking gorgeous, and she also gives me those vibes. But anyway, that's sort of like what I woke up feeling today. And also this weekend for me, if you guys want to know about my personal life, because I will inevitably give you details on that, whether you want to or not, hear it or not. For me, I just embarked upon the dating scene again. That's been a trip, and it's been super empowering, like, not being picky, but just like knowing my value and knowing my worth and like saying no. And granted, I might be passing up really amazing men at the same time, but like it feels good because me in the past would not do that. I add some new cards in here, and like I was getting just like the ugly duckling turned swan type story, where it's like this reading goes out to all the women that are trying to embody their divine feminine vibes. For the quiet souls that are just sort of like trying to find their way, or like they're shy and they don't know their value just yet. This is for you. I want you guys to come to my channel and feel empowered. And so I do think I will start to incorporate these readings more often, but I want you guys to give me feedback on that. What else is going on? I wrote a whole list here because there's just so much divine feminine energy going on. Kim's pixie haircut? Where did that even fucking come from? I personally am not a fan. She is gorgeous and she can rock whatever. And I do think it suits her. I didn't expect it from her. And I don't know. It just reminds me of Chris. Like, now I truly believe that they're twins, which I'm sure is like an amazing feeling for Chris. But I don't know. I want Kim's hair back. I want her to change her color more than anything else. But who cares about what I think? What else? What else do I have in here? I think that's it. But yeah, this is to all of you ladies that feel unseen, forgotten, quiet, shy, but like know that there's a deeper energy, like a lioness within you that's wanting to come out. This is for you, my girlies. So with that being said, I have so many cards out, as you guys can tell. And I took myself out. This is all for you. This is not for any dude whatsoever. This is for you and for myself. For myself, God damn it. Because I'm worth it. And so are you. I feel like it's taken me 40 something odd years to get to this point. So, I want you guys to feel the same way. So let's embark upon this journey. Let's take a little wine sippage here, and we'll just have a little girl talk, okay? Oh, also, oh my God, I met a whole snack. No, he was a whole meal of a man over the weekend. In the past, like old me would have totally shied away and like not talked to this dude. And I wasn't like very like forthcoming, but we chatted it up. Turns out he is a pro hockey player. Like the dude must have been like 6'5" and just pure muscle and just gorgeousness. I will be doing a divine masculine reading tomorrow, Monday. I don't know, Monday vibes just give me divine masculine. But what made me think about that was, first of all, like just putting yourself out there in a way and knowing that like whomever you deem as like the ultimate, one in your life that you would want to chat with, do it. Just do it. I got the vibe that he was a little bit more nervous to talk to me than I was to him, but who knows? I mean, he never did end up asking me out, which is fine. I feel like men these days, my divine masculine reading will be touching on the fact that like we need to get back to actual divine masculines where like they put themselves out there and they actually like go for what they want, right? Like granted, he could have been dating somebody. He definitely didn't have a ring on. So I did peep that. But all this to say, like, it's just been a weekend of just fabulousness and being, feeling like gorgeous and, embodying all that sacral energy that we embody, but somehow get shied away from actually showing in the world due to preconceived notions of what people will think about, like, you know, placing labels on us for doing what we feel like. So anyway, I'm back to my old self at 11-minute intros, and I love it. I hope you guys are here. So if you have stuck with me, let's go ahead and actually get started. You know what? I'm not going to start with my readings, or my cards. I'm going to start with, I got a new deck, and it's very fitting for this reading. It's a Divine Feminine deck. What is it? Yeah, Divine Feminine Oracle is what it is. So, I mean, we couldn't have chose a better deck to get us started off with. Spirit, what's the energy that I'm feeling right now? Give us a very clear, divine, feminine message to kick us off. What is the collective of my divine feminine embodying right now? Does everyone have tea or wine or whiskey? Whatever you drink, I don't care. You don't even have to drink. You can be sober, drinking just mineral water infused with cucumbers. Do something like lovely for yourself. That's the spirit that we're in right now. Something that you wouldn't typically do for yourself, I want you to think about and do. I do have music going on in the background. I hope it's not too loud. Let's see, guys. And for all of you masculines that identify as divine feminines, welcome as well. What do we got, Spirit? Just sexy, vibrant, unabashed. I have rap going on in the background. See what I'm talking about? The dichotomy? That's just like, that's the world that we live in. We're like, women are so empowered, or at least we have more empowerment than we ever have before, and we're like exuding that. We're taking masculine and feminine energies and combining those more so than ever. Let's see. Thecla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Let me read the excerpt for you. And I do have to get my readers out after all, so, you know, just bear with me. Thecla. I love this deck, by the way. Okay. Ooh. Look at her eyes, man. And she's got, like, what did I say about lioness? She's got a freaking, or a tigress, whatever. You know, she's got a tiger with her. Okay. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Who is she? Thecla represents the ability to call back all of our power. The Acts of Paul and Thecla dates back to the 2nd century, though some scholars believe its Greek composition could be from as early as 70 CE. It relates a young woman's call to a life of teaching and healing in the Christ movement in Asia Minor, current-day Turkey. Thecla, daughter of Thecliacia, at the age of 17, overhears Paul teaching about Christ. She stays rooted in place at her window for 3 days so she won't miss a word. This just reminds me of the story in my other book, Mary Magdalene Revealed. It actually goes into this. Okay, so Going back to this, she stays rooted in place at her window for 3 days so she won't miss a word. Her mother had arranged for her to be married. So, when Thecla feels called to begin her own ministry, she's sentenced to burn for refusing to be a bride. Just as the flames are surrounding her, though, she makes the sign of the cross and a huge storm puts the fire out. She finds Paul, cuts her hair short, Kim, and tells him, "Only give me the seal of Christ and no trial will touch me." He suggests that she isn't ready for baptism yet. Shortly after, a president of the Council of Syria tries to take Thecla in the streets to be his bride. She tears off his cloak and takes the crown from his head and publicly shames him for trying to take her without consent. She is then sentenced to death by wild beasts. In the arena, all women protest judgment of Thecla, proclaiming her innocence. A huge lioness enters the arena, approaches Thecla, and then licks her feet and bows before her. This is Leo energy all the way. Bows before her. Thecla enters the pool in the arena that is filled with wild sea lions. The women fear she will be killed, but she declares, "In the name of Jesus Christ, I baptize myself." Suddenly, she is shielded and protected by a great ring of fire, and glowing white robe suddenly appears on her body. Paul tells her, "Go and teach the world of God." It is recorded in the Acts of Paul and Thecla that she lived until 90 and enlightened many. Her ministry proves the existence of female authority in the early Christian church. When your soul selects her card, Thecla's story echoes from the ancient world to the modern world. Your life is up to you. Your life is up to you. Yes, there is power of prayer, of faith, of asking for all possible spiritual support. But there's also divine within each of us. It's will that's aligned with the soul's purpose. We remember what true power is when we divest all outside authority of the power we had been giving them. Power is calling back all of the control we give to others to dictate our lives. Our potential life partners, our family members, our culture, even our ego's idea of who we should be. Thecla reminds us that we do not need permission to be who we are. I'm going to read that again. Thecla reminds us that we do not need permission to be who we are. We can cut our hair short and baptize ourselves. We're not bound by anything except the dictates of our own soul. Her mudra is one of awe and wonder. We all have the power right now within us to take our life into our hands. That's a source of fire itself. What did I say? It was fiery, lioness. That's the source of fire itself, the divine will to call back our spiritual authority and claim this life as our soul's own. So the meditation here is where have I given my power away? And the intention is I call my power back from all times, all places. I am my own. That's Thecla. I love it. Look at how so fiery with her hair short, her white robe. Ugh, freaking love this deck. Okay, we're gonna set her up so that she watches over us during this whole reading. Okay, ladies, where do we go from here? Let's get into what do I want to do? Trying to decide, do I want to get into, I want to pull tarot to start. Why, I don't know. I just feel like that's the right thing to do. Okay. Let's just get a very clear baseline of what's going on in the current, what's the current energy of the collective, of the divine feminine collective right now. We got Thecla watching over us, overseeing this reading, giving us power, giving us fire, energy. Oh my gosh, we are in full moon, or the new moon actually. It's the new moon. It's beautiful right now. I hope you guys get a chance to get outside wherever you are and just take a gander. Highly encourage that. Very clear energy of the Divine Feminine Collective. What's going on? What do we need to know about? Eight of Pentacles, working diligently, making bank, investing our own time, energy, attention into our business, what we feel like is important, overcoming the constraints possibly of what the world wanted to put us in. Five of Pentacles is all about bad health, finances, finance constrictions, lack of security, being outcasted. You know, feeling as though we need to cover ourselves up. You know, like we are like dejected. We don't have a place to go. It's after possibly coming out of, you know, where you once felt very secure and stable in your life. You chose to not have, like you didn't want that stagnancy. You didn't want the sometimes the security and stagnancy of where you are becomes complacency too. And so the feeling that I'm getting here is that you're working to overcome that complacency, working to build upon yourself, to build upon your business, your wealth, what you know, Eight of Pentacles is diligent, hard work, putting time, energy, effort into yourself, your surroundings, your family, your home life, your business for sure, your business partners. And like she's only focused on that. Look. That's where her soul focus is. That's where her energy and enlightenment, her lioness, tigress energy, that fiery energy is all being. If it isn't, then this is where I want you to get, collective, to where you are so dead focused on what is your crowning achievement here. And that will bring you out of this feeling of being stagnant and complacent and like you don't have the power to wield your own life forward, you know? You do. Ace of Swords, possibly Ace of Swords in the reverse, possibly finding out a lie. So while the Ace of Swords is truth and it is enlightenment, but possibly finding out a non-truth is what gives you that enlightenment, is what gives you that push, is what finally takes you out of being stagnant and complacent with your surroundings. Maybe you feel as though, you know, what you were building towards, is not your ultimate path. And so you had to course correct. I just feel like either way, this is a gift. Like, no matter if it's in the upright or in the reverse, like, you can look at it both ways. Where one woman might see it as like total devastation to find out a lie, and there are different levels of that journey that you'll go through. At some point, you will bring this into the upright, and it will be your source of enlightenment. It'll be your seed that carries you in the future. Your truth, what you speak, your knowledge, what you own. Okay, because this is a divine feminine reading, and, you know, we're all adults here. I mean, does this not look like the womb right here? Hello? Yeah. The truth is that you have the power within you. The words that you speak, the knowledge that you do have, it will carry you forward. So while it might be, somewhat of a devastating fact for you to come to terms with now, you are the current energy this is what kicked us off, and this is the most important part, is that you're now putting your time, energy, and intention in the right place, building yourself up. What comes next is the 9 of Pentacles, total self-sufficiency, total reliancy on yourself. And you're working towards that. So keep going, use this. Whatever naysayers want to say, use that as a strength for you. Turn it in the upright. That's what I tend to do. Because anytime somebody wants to place a judgment, cast illusions over your life and what they feel like, you should be doing, or you should be saying, or you should be acting, use that as a source of energy to guide you forward and, light the fire within, for sure. Okay, that's current energy. Spirit, give us... I want this next row to be... What do we need to know? Oh my God, you guys. I shouldn't even be telling you this. Hold on. No. Sorry, go away. Sorry, okay. I just got a message from an ex that I was not expecting to get. And then Suri decided it was a great opportunity to start dictating what I was saying and wanted to reply to him. I didn't give you permission to do that. Whew, crisis averted. Okay, moving forward. Spirit, remove that. You guys just witnessed. Haven't talked to the dude in over a year. Yeah, that happened. Told you, when you step into this divine energy, it is magnetic. Magnetic in a way that you could not believe. You're going to have to be like, psh, psh, just like freaking knocking them out of the park and like, nope. Okay, Spirit, let's get back to this video. Give us advice for where we're going in the next couple of weeks for the Divine Collective based on the current energy. What they're working on. Like, what do they need to be, how about this? What do they need to be aware of? What's hidden that they need to be aware of? What's going to empower them? Give us hidden information that will empower the collective. Got you. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Of course. Perfect timing. Prince of Cups. Okay, so I get not necessarily like emotional. I just get like a small show of emotion. Okay, let's just sort of continue with this. Possibly an apology. Possibly an apology. Prince of Cups. Ace of Wands. Has some sort of passion for you, is like, okay, so some sort of Prince of Cups is coming into an awareness of how they're feeling after judgment. So something that you called into judgment, collective, possibly, and it's right underneath this lie that was told about you. I mean, it's seriously daggering this judgment. This is how it came out. This lie is what's bringing in judgment. And whomever in your life may have lied on your name, there is a show of passion here, of will. It's only a seed. It's possibly a small apology, or just somebody with water, could be a water sign. Continue. I'm going to switch decks. What do we need to know about this Prince of Cups? What do we need to know about this Prince of Cups? Possibly a Scorpio? I get Scorpio vibes. Like this judgment is bringing about like a renewed sense of passion for this person, but the only way for them to come in is to give you a small notion of something. Like testing of the waters is what I get. Prince of Cups. What do we need to know about this Prince of Cups? This could even be you too, collective, where it's like you're slowly beginning to embody more like femininity. And like there's a passion behind it, like a fiery passion behind it though. Okay, death though. What did I say? This judgment is bringing about a rebirth. Coming in quick with a message. A Knight of Swords has a very clear message to talk to you about regarding the Ten of Pentacles. Possibly a business venture that you're getting into, or where they see you heading towards. What about this Ace of Wands, this Prince of Cups, Ace of Wands? What's this fiery, new, passionate beginning? What do we need to know about this passionate new beginning? Is it a new business venture? King of Cups, whatever it is, you feel completely confident about it. You're balanced in how you are seeing it. Like, even though you are completely energized by the idea of this beginning, you are maintaining like a stoic, like, King of Cups he's not stoic. He's just like very secure and confident in the energy that he embodies. You know, like he knows who to show and give his time and affection towards. And like for you, it's all about like your business growing, your stability, your security, and, you know, really not paying attention to the lies and bullshit of the past. And so while this King of Cups, this small apology or show of emotion because of where they have come from, it seems as though a complete transformation in their life regarding money and assets. And also for you too, I would think, like you're heading in a direction of growth, whereas this person may or may not have that sort of growth, right? And so guard it because it's yours. But yeah, this passionate new beginning that you're embodying, as well as this other person, don't get carried away with it. That is what this King of Cups is telling us. Okay, my dearest collective, this is where I am going to pause and get into the extended. So if you feel as though this is a reading that aligns with you and your storyline, or if you just want to join us and continue the lovely festivities of Girl Night and Divine Feminine Sundays is what I'm going to call it, please join me at New World Angel and either subscribe monthly, annually, or just do a one-time purchase. And I would love to see you over there.